Hi everyone, Jason here from C Squared Racing again, and we've got something different for you in today's video. And I'm just going to do a little bit of an intro, and then I'm going to kick it over to some video that we recorded previously. But if you guys have followed me on social media, you know that one of the local charities here in Indianapolis that my wife and I love to support is our local cat cafe. I got turned several years back from a dog person into a cat person. We've had a number of cats over the years, and I love them dearly. Our cat Oliver has made appearances in some videos before. His hair is floating through the air as we speak, because he likes to come over and hang out in this area. A cat cafe, for those who don't know, is a place basically where you can go and it's a little drink and snack bar. You can get some pastries and some drinks, coffee, things like that. And then there's an area that is sort of a play area for cats with a seating area. You can go in and take your coffee and sit down, and there's cat toys everywhere, and you can interact with the cats. And the cool thing about it, a lot of people just like to play with cats. If you live in an apartment where you can't have a pet, it's a great place to go and get to play with a little furry friend. Without having to take on the responsibility of having to actually own one. But it's also a great place to potentially find your next pet, because the cats generally are up for adoption. So the ones you're going to see in today's video, most of those cats actually had already been adopted. In fact, one of the cats, a little guy named Roscoe, actually gets adopted while we're there, and I didn't record the owner picking him up because I didn't want to put people on video without their permission. But what we do get to show you Roscoe just before he leaves. So it was his final day at the cat cafe. And in the description below the video, we'll include some information about that particular cat cafe, and also some information about if you're interested in adopting, those local resources. But as we'll go over in the video, if you don't live in the Indianapolis area, there's a lot of places in different areas that have these. If you live in a larger city, there's probably at least one or two cat cafes around. And you should go ahead and look up what's in your area, because they probably also have very similar types of adoption services that work and partner with the local animal shelters and humane societies in order to help people pair up with a future pet. And what's really cool about these, you won't see them today. Today was mostly kittens in the room, but in other times that we've been there, there have been a lot of older cats, and sometimes cats with physical problems, physical disabilities. Sometimes they've had limbs amputated or injuries, and a lot of times those cats have trouble getting adopted. But when you get to experience those cats in person and play with them and get to interact with them, you find out that some of them are just have brilliant personalities. And I have absolutely fallen in love with cats that I guarantee you, if they were stuck in a cage in a pet store or an animal shelter, would never get adopted. But when you actually get to interact with them, you realize they're just absolutely fabulous. And a lot of these cats that would have a tough time getting adopted get adopted lickety split at these places, because people get to meet them and hang out with them. And so they're fantastic resources. This place has gotten so many different cats adopted. We'll show you a wall in the video with pictures of all the different cats that have been adopted, and it's just massive. And they haven't been there that long, and they've done a ton in a very short period of time. So we always have a great time whenever we get a chance to go there. And I just thought it would be interesting to kind of show you guys that, even though it's not at all racing related, but it's the internet, and the internet, there's a requirement that when you're on the internet, you have to do something cat related at some point. So we're checking the box with a cat video. But I hope you guys enjoy, because it is an important charity that we love to support, and we hope that after you guys see this video, maybe you'll want to check a similar place out in your area and help support that as well. Or if you live here in the Indianapolis area, you can support this place as well. Nine Lives Cat Cafe is the name of this place. And as I said a second ago, we'll put all the information in the description below. And if you know, if you have something in your area that you'd like to promote, go ahead and put it in the comment and give the information out. And then people that are interested, they can go below and look in the comments. Say if there's one in the New York or LA or Chicago area that you'd like to promote, go ahead and put their information down. And then other people that live in those areas maybe can check those out as well. That would be something cool you could do to help them out, and we'd appreciate that too. So without further ado, I'm just going to go ahead and let the footage from our visit to Nine Lives Cat Cafe go ahead and roll. So we're here at the Nine Lives Cat Cafe in the Fountain Square neighborhood of Indianapolis. This is on the southeast side of town, and today we're going to play with some kittens. So every cat here is adoptable through the Indiana Humane Society, and people can come here and play with kittens or older cats like this and get to know them and see what their demeanor is like and how they play with other cats and decide if it's a good fit. So it's a great place if you're looking for a cat and there's a cat cafe in your area. It's a really fantastic way to see if you're a good match. You want to add anything to that? Do you have anything to say? He has no comment. This place has all kinds of toys and cat trees and places to sit and stuff to climb on. When you come to a cat cafe, it's not just playing with cats. They also usually have refreshments, baked goods, coffees, other kinds of drinks. So there's a donut and what was
raspberry bonbon latte.
I don't know what that is, but it sounds good. So, you can come here on a day like today when all the cats are sleeping. We have a sleepy bunch today. At least you could get something tasty to eat and drink. It's not so bad. We come in here some days when they're just active and just crazy and running over the place, and then there's some days like today when they're just sleeping. So if you like an active bunch or you like a sleepy bunch, they probably can tell you what times of day are usually good for each. But turns out this time of day is when everybody wants to take a nap. These are pictures of all of the cats that have been adopted. This place has been very successful at finding cats' homes. So we just found out that this guy is getting adopted today. Getting his forever home. If you want to help out the Humane Society, you can donate to your local cat cafe. They always need things like toys and supplies and things like that. So if you have one in your area, look them up. And If you can adopt, great. If you just want to help out, contact them, and I'm sure they can tell you ways you can help out. I always love the artwork. Every time I come in here, they've got new cat-related artwork. They've got these cool shirts that are made to look like sort of like the Guns N' Roses logo, but with the name of the Cat Cafe on it. So we're going to pick up a couple t-shirts. So we just finished up with our time with the kittens, and it was a good time as always. It was always fun to get to play around a little bit. Some were active, most were sleeping, but it's always fun. It's always good to come see them. And the great thing about this place is that they'll probably all get adopted by the time we come back here next time. As we said before, check in your local area to see if you have a place like this. If you do, it's a great place to come and just spend some time. And if you're looking for a little furry friend to adopt, it's a great way to do that as well. If you don't have a cat cafe in your area, be sure to check out your local shelters. There's plenty of animals out there that need homes, and don't avoid. A lot of people want to avoid the shelters that euthanize cats. The reality is they need homes too, so don't only just go to no-kill shelters if that's something you feel strongly about. Definitely look everywhere, because the places that unfortunately have to euthanize cats generally don't want to, and they would like to find those cats homes as well. So any cat that you find a home for, or a dog or any other kind of animal, that's a great thing that you can do for the animal population. Make sure that if you do adopt, make sure that you get them spayed or neutered to help control the population. I don't want to sound too much like Bob Barker, but it is a good thing that will help in the long run. But we had a great time here. Thanks to everyone at 9 Lives for hosting us and for having this resource available to us in the area, and for helping the local, all the little homeless cats and kittens find homes. It's a great thing. If you're able to support either 9 Lives here in Indy or whatever you have available in your area, please do. There's a lot of places out there that can use your help. And now we're gonna go across the street here, because there's a really good wings joint, and I'm gonna go get some chicken wings. See you later, everyone. So we're here at the 9 Lives Cat Cafe in the Fountain Square neighborhood of Indianapolis. That's not where the sign is.